solution difference of 0.02%. The resistance which erythrocytes offer to hemolytic condition actions of hypotonic saline is used as an index of osmotic fragility of RBCs. If they are having less resistance for hemolysis when they are offered hypotonic saline solution, then the osmotic fragility index is higher. If they have more resistance, then the osmotic fragility index is higher, and if they offer less resistance, then the index of osmotic fragility is lower. It means the erythrocytes in the blood sample are more fragile and they are going to burst easily. So what is the index of fragility? After you have mixed the blood with the saline solution of different concentration, almost 20 minutes after or some time after, if there is no hemolysis, then the index is 0.6%. It means the 0.6% saline solution, there is no hemolysis at all. The onset of hemolysis is around 0.45% and completion is 0.32, 0.33 or 35%. At 0.4%, only the older cells are going to destroy because their membrane is very fragile. So these cells cannot withstand this hypotonicity, but younger cells are not affected at 0.45%. But at 0.35% or 33%, even the younger cells are going to be destroyed. So what is the apparatus required for this practical? You require a series of 15 small test tubes that I have shared with in the WhatsApp group, a rack with the 15 small test tubes. Then the rack in which the tubes are going to placed, lancet, spirit swab, and the reagents include the sodium chloride solutions of varying strength, 0.35 to 0.9% at a difference of 0.02%. Initially, we have isotonic saline 0.9%. Then we decrease the concentration up to 0.5%, and after 0.5%, then we further decrease the concentration by using the distilled water. So what is the procedure? It is written in your journal. The procedure of this practical is that first of all you will use the protocol of the practical. What is the protocol? That introduce yourself, take consent from the subject and explain procedure. After that, you are going to, the procedure is that is written on your journal. Take 15 clean dry test tubes in a rack. Put 25 drops of each strength of saline solution in each tube. That is from 0.9 to 0.5% saline. For further preparation of decreasing strength of saline, do as follows. So you are going to take the 15 clean dry test tubes in a rack. Then you will put 25 drops of saline strength of 0.9 to 0.5% saline. So how much tubes will be used? 0.9% one tube, 0.8% other tube, 0.7% another tube, 0.6% another tube, and 0.5% to another tube. Okay? So how much tubes? 5 tubes are going to be used. After that, for further preparation of decreasing strength of saline, what you will do? You will put distilled water in the strength of 0.5% saline solution. So all the other tubes, what are you going to do? We will put the 24 drops of 0. saline solution and then add 1 drop of distilled water to it. This will make the strength of 0.48%. After 0.5%, we will create the strength of at a difference of 0.02% because we required more hypotonic solutions. So after 0.5%, we will create it by adding distilled water. 1 drop will add 0.02% hypotonicity. So similarly, to make 0.46%, we will take 23 drops of 0.5% saline solution and then add 2 drops of distilled water. It will create a 0.04% hypotonicity. So the solution will become 0.46% hypotonic. For further 0.44%, take 22 drops of 0.5% saline and then add 3 drops of distilled water. Then for 0.4%, we will take 21 drops of 0.5% saline solution and add 4 drops of distilled water. For 0.4%, we will take the 20 drops of 0.5% and add 5 drops of distilled water. And for 0.38%, we will take 19 drops of 0.5% saline and then add 6 drops of distilled water. We will go on decreasing the solution in the same manner till we will create a concentration of 0.30%. So in the 5 test tube, you will place the solution from 0.9 to 0.5%, and after in the further 10 pipettes or the 10 test tubes, you will place 0.5% solution and will add different drops of distilled water. And yes,
मैम ये रिपीट कर दें, समझ नहीं आ रहा.
Okay, beta. You wait for some time. I will upload the video for you here and then I will tell you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm interrupting the lecture, but class के बहुत से बच्चों को joining issue आ रहा है last time की तरह. They are not able to join the call.
Why it is so?
Ma'am, it is because internet is not the internet issue is not at there, and last time भी हमारी class आपकी practical की class जो थी हम join नहीं कर पा रहे थे. अगर कोई join करता था बार बार या तो आपकी call drop हो जाती थी हमारी, या तो फिर हम join ही नहीं कर पाते थे. इस दफ़ा भी शायद कोई net issue आपके end पे आ रहा है क्योंकि बच्चे बहुत से बच्चे class में call join नहीं कर पा रहे हैं.
यहाँ पे 46 अटेंडिंग्स हैं और बाकी कितने बच्चे हैं आपके जो ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहे हैं?
नो मैम, वो अटेंडेंस में शो हो रहे हैं लेकिन वो आप क्लास अटेंड नहीं कर पा रहे. वो जैसे ज्वाइन करते हैं उनकी क्लास जो है वो ड्रॉप हो जाती है.
मेरा तो इंटरनेट ठीक चल रहा है, अब पता नहीं क्या इशू है. बिकॉज बाकी जो बच्चे
मैम काइंडली रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट कर लें.
जी
मैम रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट कर दें आप.
बेटा अपनी रिकॉर्डिंग क्यों स्टार्ट करनी है? आप तो समझ तो आ रही है ना आप लोगों को? बच्चों अगर आपको यहाँ पे इशू हो रहा है तो शुड आई वी कन्वर्ट टू द जूम मीटिंग?
यस मैम, अगर हम जूम मीटिंग पे आ जाएंगे तो दैट वुड बी बेटर.
ओके, मैं आपको ना लिंक शेयर करती हूँ तो आप फिर जूम को ज्वाइन कर लेंगे.